Hi guys, and welcome back to the Betty Hall Clinic. Well, I've got another classic gaming review for you. We're going to stick with the Commodore, and we're going to go all the way back to 1985 for this gem. And that's right, gem of a game. We're going to take a look at Paradroid. Paradroid for the Commodore 64 is an absolute gem of a game. I put it right up there as one of the best games for the system. As you can see there, it won a Zapp Gold Medal Award. The game was developed by Andrew Braybrook and was published by Houston Consultants Limited. Now, recently Houston have made a bit of a comeback. They're definitely publishing, they might even be creating their own games this time. But back in the day, if the game was being published by Houston Consultants, you knew it was going to be an absolute gem because the company had that many games coming into them. They didn't have the time to publish them all. They would only pick the absolute best. We are going all the way back to 1985, and well, has the game really got a story? I'd say no, because all you have to do is clean the ship from hostile robots. So, story? 8 out of 10. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's have a look at Paradroid. Audio. I would hardly say that there's a thumping soundtrack on this, but what sounds and tunes you do hear occasionally I think are extremely fitting for the game. It makes it feel like I'm a robot, even if, you know what, I don't really look like one on screen, but it just is fantastic. The lasers, when you fire them, the explosions, it all sounds the way it should do. And is certainly perfect and is still right for the game. So for that, I'm still going to give this an 8 out of 10. Controls. There is absolutely nothing difficult about this game. It's just up, down, left and right and fire. Depending on what you're on, whether or not you're trying to dock with a computer, use the lift, or actually use the transfer when you take over another robot, maybe the transfer can get a little bit testing at times, but apart from that, this is such an easy game to play. It's child's play, it really is, and for that it gets an easy 8 out of 10. Graphics. Now, maybe this is the one area I think they could have maybe done a little bit better. Maybe actually make the on-screen robot look a bit more like a robot, that sort of thing. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but apart from that, what you see, yes, may look basic, but bear in mind you're fighting hostile robots, you've got doors to go through, you've got computers you can dock with, and you've got elevators to move you up and down the levels of the ship. There's a lot in there for such a simple game, but I'm going to downmark it a little. I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. Gameplay. Now, this was certainly one of the games I was hammering to death back in the day. You know, when I was playing it, I suppose it was more like the late 80s. And it is a fun game. It really does test your skills. You've got to work out which elevators you need to use, etc. So it is a game that you really want to beat it. But you know what? Is it one really I'd come back to time and time again now? Probably not, to be quite honest. But I really have enjoyed playing this again. So for that, I'll downgrade it a little bit more. I'll give it 6 out of 10. Overall, this certainly has brought back again a lot of nostalgia. It's a game I never completed, and I probably will consider maybe trying to beat it for once and for all. Back in the day, this was an absolute gem. It ranks as one of the best games for the Commodore 64, and if you've not tried it, give it a go. It's not as easy as you think, and it will test you. And for that, that's probably why I want to give this another blast again. Overall, it gets 7.6 out of 10, which is still good by today's standards. But if you can, please check it out. Well, there you have Paradroid. You know, if I played the game correctly, I'd stick to the lower level robots. They last longer, they're easier to control. But no, I want the bigger robots, I want the cyborgs. It's a pity that on screen they don't look a bit more like a robot, but it's a fantastic game. It really is, and if you've never played it, you really should, check it out, try it, and you wonder why you missed it the first time round if you've never played it, because it's a brilliant tactical game. I know they class it as a shoot 'em up, but you've got to have the right tactics. You've got to take over the right robots at the right time. Anyway, I could waffle on about this game till the cows come home, but I'm out of time. My transmission has been terminated, as you can see. Right, hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, drop me a line, drop me some comments, and I'll catch you guys again. Thanks for watching. Take care.